The BMW 4 Series was introduced to the brand's model lineup just a few years ago and is now a popular and favorite choice for consumers who are shopping for a luxury sporty coupe. For 2017, the 4 Series gets a boost in power for both of its mainstream engines and renaming for the 428i and 435i models. So let's go ahead and check out this 2017 BMW 4 Series. Now, despite BMW's entry-level coupe not being called the 3 Series anymore, which had a long history and a solid reputation, the 4 Series is actually one of BMW's best-selling models just only after a few years on the market. Styling on the 4 Series is kept pretty conservative compared to some others in the class, but is still a handsome and athletic-looking vehicle, staying true to BMW's roots. Now, our 4 Series we have here is a 440i model, comes with the 3-liter inline 6-cylinder engine, which is also turbocharged. And I love this 4 Series we have here as it comes with the blacked out kidney grills, which gives it a nice contrast with this Melbourne red metallic. And then I also love the 19-inch alloy wheels we do get here. Now here goes the key fob design for the vehicle. Okay looking key fob. It is a smart key. You have your unlock, your lock to release your trunk, and then your panic alarm. Now this color is known as the Melbourne Red Metallic, and you also do have smart key access on the driver's door and the front passenger door. Also comes with the black Dakota leather interior, which is nearly a $1,500 option. Pretty expensive. However, it's pretty nice looking, and I really do love the red contrast stitching. You also do have your power driver's seat with power climb and power lumbar, as well as power adjustable side bolsters. And then you have this manual thigh extension. Alright, now stepping on inside of the 4 Series interior, it's a pretty nice looking interior. Would I say it's the best in the class? Not really. I do think that the Mercedes-Benz C-Class Coupe's interior does look a lot better, but it's kept pretty conservative. It's still a pretty nice interior here, just not the best in the class. You do have push button ignition. Just put your foot on the brake and hit the button to start. And what you're hearing there is a 3-liter inline 6-cylinder engine, which is also turbocharged. You have a full-on Napa leather wrapped steering wheel. Coming to your transmission, 8-speed automatic, and in typical BMW fashion, you go down for drive like this, up for reverse, and when you put the vehicle into reverse, the mirrors will actually tilt down, and it'll display your rear view camera with guidance lines and trajectory. You can also change some settings of the rear view camera, including the brightness, contrast. You can turn on and off the parking advines if you like. And you can change the obstacle markings too. Pretty cool. There you go, push for park. Easy as that. And then your parking brake is located right here. Let's go ahead and turn on the headlights and the hazards. Let's go ahead and check out the exterior of the vehicle. And of course, both windows are fully automatic. And to release the hood, you actually have to do it 2 times. Heated exterior mirrors with LED turn signal indicators, and you also do have blind spot detection. Now, one of the reasons why the 4 Series sells so well is because of its variety of body styles available. You also do have a convertible and a 4-door model called the Grand Coupe. Love these 19-inch alloy wheels. Coming up front here, we have LED headlights with automatic high beams, LED daytime running lights, LED turn signal indicators, and below you also do have LED fog lights. Powering the 4 Series here is your optional 3-liter inline 6-cylinder engine that's turbocharged. It's up 20 horsepower and 30 in torque. Produces 320 horsepower as well as 330 pound-feet of torque with EPA estimates being a very respectable 21 in the city and 32 on the highway. Now if you want, you can go for a more fuel-efficient turbocharged 4-cylinder engine that's with the 430i model. But if you go for this 440i model, you do get this turbocharged 6-cylinder engine. And those for looking for even more power, you can go for the M4, which has a lot more power than this one here too. Competitors of the 4 Series Coupe, you have the vehicles in the entry-level luxury coupe segment. This includes the likes of the Mercedes-Benz C-Class Coupe, the Lexus RC, and then you also do have the Audi A5. Total vehicle price is $60,820. EPA estimates, like I said, 21 in the city, 32 on the highway. Government 5-star safety ratings, hasn't been rated yet, and the final assembly point is in Germany. Coming to the rear of the 4 Series, you have dual exhaust tips and rear reflectors. Coming to your basic power necessities, you have your power windows, power mirrors. You have more of that red contrast stitching on the mid-door panel right there. Interior quality in the 4 Series is top-notch, of course. There's soft touch materials that abound everywhere inside of this vehicle, and build quality is also excellent. You won't find any panel gaps inside of here, and the interior trim and pieces, they don't creak or anything like that. And you find soft touch materials on the upper door panel, mid door panel, armrest, dashboard is also this nice softly padded material as well, and build quality is just excellent. Overall, no complaints when it comes to the build quality of the 4 Series here. Coming to the stairwell design, really love the Napa leather stairwell. It does feel really nice in your hands and gives you pretty good grip too. Coming right here, you do have your cruise control buttons, and then your stairwell mounted audio controls, voice recognition, and your Bluetooth phone controls. You also do have paddle shifters, which you could shift the vehicle manually. Down here, you'll find dual cup holders. And then you also do have your main controller for your iDrive interface, which I'll get to in just a minute. And then your center console. Down there, you'll find your USB port, auxiliary input, and you also do have wireless charging in this vehicle as well. And you have another USB port right there too. Auto dimming rearview mirror with garage home link, integrated compass, LED map lights, SOS safety connect, and your sunroof with your sunroof controls. We do have dual zone automatic climate control, and I love how BMW went with traditional knobs and buttons. It's a very simple and logical layout. You have your temperatures, your different fan speeds, your zones, and then you have 3 stage heated seats for the driver and the front passenger. Visibility in the 4 Series Coupe is actually pretty good, and it's much better than the Mercedes-Benz C-Class Coupe. There's a decent amount of glass area on the front windows. Seeing out of the windshield is also pretty easy. And when you get to rearward visibility, it's not too shabby. For a coupe, can be much worse. And the seating is also pretty comfortable. The seats offer a good amount of support, especially on the side bolsters, and the thigh support also helps out quite a lot too. And the seats are actually pretty soft as well. They don't feel very firm. Overall, these seats, I would certainly take this vehicle on a long road trip. Have your glove box compartment, nice and damp, and then you have felt. Coming to the gauge cluster, it's a pretty traditional looking setup here. On the right you have your tach, and on the left you have your speedometer, and then the lower left hand corner you have your fuel gauge. And then in the center it shows you what safety technologies you have on or off. Right here you also do have your heads up display, and it shows you the speed limit too, which is pretty cool. Now let's get to the main interface and the infotainment system. Now this is the BMW's iDrive system, and it's been updated for the 2017 model year for the 4 Series, and this is their newer head unit, and I love this head unit and this interface here. And it's not the same one, the same exact one that you'll find in the BMW 7 Series or the BMW X5, as they have the touchscreen, but this 4 Series doesn't have the touchscreen here. Instead, this iDrive system is all controlled by the dial right here, which is fine, and then you also do have the buttons surrounding it. Now this is your main menu right here, and you can access this main menu by pressing on menu right there anytime you would like. Coming to your different audio sources, we do have all of the norm. You have your USB port with iPod integration, Bluetooth streaming audio, CD player, auxiliary input, and your AM, FM, and XM satellite radio. And then over here on communication, you have your BMW roadside assistance, BMW messages, voice memos, and then you can manage your mobile devices, view your recent calls, have your contacts stored on here, and then have an integrated dial pad. And then right here you also do have your navigation, and you can enter in your destination by voice or by manually putting it in on the screen here. And then you have your map. The map quality is great and I love it. It's just crisp and clear. The graphics are superb. You also do have your points of interest, live traffic, and you could change the different map views. If you want to face north, or have a perspective view. Shows your voice instructions, traffic info, map content, your interactive map, which you can just kind of like free roam on the map here. Pretty cool. Then you also do have your connected drive, BMW assistance, weather, news, online search, Yelp, Wiki Local, Flickr. Then you have your My Vehicle. You can change many different settings here, vehicle settings, iDrive settings, shows your vehicle status. And then this is where you'll view all of your tire pressure and vehicle information. Instead of on the gauge cluster, you access it on the iDrive system. And then you have an owner's manual on here too. If you have any problems, you can just go to the owner's manual. Then you have notifications. And then up here it'll display what song is playing, and then you have your digital clock too. Overall, really do love the iDrive system. I wish they would have the touchscreen here, but it's no problem. Now, as far as the way the 4 Series drives, the 4 Series offers a pretty good balance between decent ride comfort and good handling here. And it's not really the ultimate driving machine, as how BMW likes to say, but this vehicle rides very comfortably and it handles pretty well, but I wouldn't say it's the best in the class. In my opinion, I think the Lexus RC handles better than the BMW 4 Series, but I think the 4 Series has a nicer balance between good ride comfort and good handling here. The ride is pretty smooth and buttery, and it soaks up road bumps fairly well, but there's plenty of power here with the 3-liter 6-cylinder turbocharged engine. And I love the fuel economy too that it gets, with up to 32 miles per gallon. So not only does it provide excellent power, but excellent fuel economy for how much power it has. But if you want something more fuel efficient, you can go for that turbocharged 4-cylinder. If you want something more powerful, then you can go with the M4, which is much more expensive. All right, and let's go ahead and shut it down. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of the vehicle. You have a powered passenger seat with power recline, power lumbar, and power adjustable side bolsters. And to get into the rear seat, it's pretty easy. Just pull this up, just push this button to make the seat go forward. Easy as that. Just hop right in. Now, sitting back here in the 4 Series, I will say that this vehicle has the best rear seat compared to the Lexus RC and the Mercedes-Benz C-Class Coupe especially. There's just a lot more legroom, and I have the seat all the way back. and I still have a little legroom to spare here. The headroom is also not too shabby either, especially for a coupe. But back here you do have dual map pockets, rear air vents, and a rear center armrest with cup holders. But if you're looking for even more rear seat leg space, then you could go with the 3 Series, or you could go with the 4 Series Grand Coupe. All right. And it's pretty easy to get out. Just push this up, push the seat forward, easy as that. Four Series also has an okay amount of cargo space, but if you're looking for more utility, then go with the Grand Coupe. But these rear seats do fold down, which is nice. So with its roomy rear seat, its respectable fuel economy, excellent power, and refined driving dynamics, the 2017 BMW 4 Series makes for a solid choice for a luxury coupe. So remember that this is Cameron Birch from Cameron's Car Reviews.